Hey tribe, and welcome back to Soul Sense Empowerment. Recently, someone asked me, what is the quickest way to heal? And I get it. When we are in pain, when life feels unbearable, we want something instant. We want a magic pill or formula to take the pain away. I would not be a good servant to humanity if I told you there was a magic pill or formula. And this is why. Healing is not a linear process or one big breakthrough. It's not about fixing what we think is broken. It's not about avoiding pain. It's more about embracing that pain. Healing is a progressive process of self-assessment, identifying your pain points through self-awareness, adopting habits that not only address the symptoms, but also the root cause, because everything has a root cause. It's about aligning our actions with values that serve our highest good. And it's not always sunshine and roses. Some days will be good, and some days will be so challenging that you want to give up. More importantly, you have to remember, healing is a lifelong process that gets easier with patience, with practice, and of course, time. Because true healing involves acknowledging and embracing every aspect of yourself, and then taking positive actions with the aspects you feel are not serving your highest good and doing something about it. Having said that, there are some small daily habits that can aid the process. So today I'm sharing 5 simple habits that you can use immediately. And these are habits I personally use and continue to use every day. But if you're having severe emotional or mental health related issues, I recommend you seek professional help or therapist. So let's get to it. Habit number 1, speak kindly to yourself. I've talked about this to death in various videos, but the concept is simple. Imagine if you had a friend who followed you around all day long, insulting you, maximizing your failures, minimizing your achievements, and often offering very unhelpful commentary like, you are so lazy, you always mess things up, you are not good enough, you don't deserve this or the other. What would you do? Of course, you're going to defriend them in a heartbeat, right? But most of us, we are that friend to ourselves. And it's much harder to unfriend that aspect of ourselves. In this case, what is the best thing we can do is to make that part of ourselves work for us instead of against us. And how we can do this is by simply noticing and acknowledging how you talk to or about yourself, to yourself or to others. Flip the script, even if you don't believe it at first. And most often when we flip the script, for example, you are saying to yourself, you're not good enough, flip it to something like, I am a work in progress, I am doing the best I can with what I have. And most often you'll be met with another nasty comeback. Things like, don't kid yourself. And this can go on for hours. For some people, it can go on for years. The point is not to give up. It's to keep flipping one script at a time until this unhelpful aspect of yourself learns how to be more helpful. And if you need to learn more about this, I've done some videos of self-compassion and compassionate mind training. You'll find the links in the description. But remember this fundamental spiritual truth. The tongue has the power of life and death. Proverbs 18. How you speak to yourself, about yourself, creates the energy you live in and the energy you attract. Habit number 2, choose one habit. When we want to heal, we want to do everything at once. We want to drink 7 liters of water, meditate, journal, hit the gym, all before 9 a.m. That's not even practical. This would just be a recipe for emotional and physical disaster, which is going to lead to burnout. And behavioral research shows we are far more likely to stick with change when it is introduced into our lives in small, manageable steps, rather than big overhauls. So instead of 12 habits, choose one. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning, or maybe it's stretching for 5 minutes, or journaling 1 sentence a day at night or in the morning, or meditating. whichever you feel aligns with yourself, you can adopt that one small habit. Psychologically, this is what they call habit stacking, like one small shift, and then it's going to create a momentum. When that small change becomes like a natural part of you, like drinking one glass of water in the morning, you'll be doing it automatically. You won't even think about it. It's just be a natural process. And even the Bible tells us to celebrate the small beginnings. Healing starts with faithfulness in those small steps. Think of it about being consistent, not perfection. Habit number 3, rest without guilt. Rest is not laziness. It's not procrastination. It's a way you recharge. It's a way you maintain your system. Think about your phone. You don't scream at it for sitting on the charger. You know it won't work if it's not charged. Yet somehow, we shame ourselves for needing the same thing. This is where gaslighting comes in. When you convince yourself you don't deserve rest, or you should be doing more instead of lying around or doing nothing. And I've got a video as well on self-gaslighting and how to break free from it, so you can have a look at that. Rest is a sacred act. Even in the Bible it says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I'll give you rest." This is a fundamental thing that we need to embrace. Rest is not laziness, it's obedience. It's part of how we are designed to renew ourselves. It's how the nervous system is going to charge itself and how your spirit is going to breathe. And remember, when you do your resting, do it intentionally and mindfully. Schedule and commit maybe 3 to 5 minutes a day. Disconnect from everything. Create a rest-friendly environment where there will be no distractions. Choose a restorative activity, e.g. reading or even sleeping. Listen to your body's needs. Habit number 4, feel your emotions and name them. Most of us were never taught how to feel. We either numb out our feelings, over-explain, shame it, or shove it down. Most of us who were brave enough to express and show how we felt, we were punished or ashamed for it, and this created a belief that expressing or showing your emotion is not a good thing, is a bad thing. But emotions are not bad things. They are signals, and they don't disappear. If you don't express them, they get stored. And we might force our minds to forget, but the body keeps score, and you show up at some point. Every emotion is a signal, whether it's a good emotion or a bad emotion. And here's the habit to adopt as far as emotions are concerned. Name your emotions out loud. You can download the emotions wheel from the link in the description, which shows you the different names you can give to the emotions you are feeling. Instead of saying, "I feel fearful," try something like, "I feel anxious, scared, insecure, because I don't know what's going to happen next." In psychology, naming emotions reduces their intensity by engaging the prefrontal cortex. In metaphysics, naming an energy is claiming power over it. This is simple but very powerful. When you name it, you tame it. And then you are no longer run by unconscious waves. You're learning how to serve them, how to deal with them. Habit number 5, set healthy boundaries. We covered this one too before. See link in the description if you want to go into more details. Not everyone and everything deserves full access to you. Not everyone and everything deserves to live rent-free in your mind. Boundaries are not walls to keep people out and situations out. They are like doors that you decide who and what you want to enter into your space. And this is your physical space, your spiritual space, your social, mental, emotional, or even intellectual space. Practically, this might sound something like saying no without a long explanation, turning off your phone, or telling someone, "That won't work for me." Psychology shows that boundaries protect against burnout and resentment. And don't forget one thing, very important, like spiritually, we are all energetically connected, but our vibrations or frequencies are not always the same. Think of it like radio stations. For example, my daughter loves Kiss FM. I prefer Capital FM. Both play music and share news, but the vibe is different. Just because someone is on a different frequency doesn't mean you have to tune into their energy. Their energy might not serve your highest good. Creating boundaries is simply choosing the frequency that brings you peace and joy without carrying or absorbing what doesn't belong to you or what is belonging to other people. A quick guide on how to create healthy spiritual boundaries: cleanse, cleanse, cleanse yourself and your space. You can use whatever you feel is sacred to you. For example, I use sage or salt water or just visualizing a cleansing light. Set intentions before any interactions. Say maybe something like, only energies aligned with my highest good can enter this space. Sanctify or bless your space with prayer or rituals and visualize a protective light around you and your space. Listen to your intuition, your gut feeling. This is the seat of God. That's what I call it, the seat of God. If someone, for example, enters your space and you feel a heaviness, trust how you feel. It's a signal to set a boundary around that person or the situation. For example, you might be having a conversation with someone, then someone else joins in, and suddenly you feel something. A heaviness, a chill, a fear, sadness, or some unexplained anger. This is a signal that you and that new person are on different frequency spiritually. Interacting with them is going to cost you peace and joy. You can politely excuse yourself and walk away. Boundaries are protective, not punishment. So there you have it. The 5 habits that are the quickest way to start healing or to aid your healing journey. Speak kindly to yourself. Choose one good habit to follow. Rest without guilt. Feel and name your emotions. Set healthy boundaries. Healing is a practice that involves many processes. That's why I've linked all my other videos on self-compassion, gaslighting, compassionate mind training, healthy boundaries. So if you want to go deeper into the processes, you can watch those videos again. And if you're ready to add a simple ritual to support these habits, I've also created a spiritual cleanse prayer. It's what I call an energetic reset, helping you release what is heavy, clear out other people's energies that you may have carried throughout your interactions, and to come back to your own peace. I use it every day. And now you can too. You'll find the link below. So, what habit spoke to you most today? Drop it in the comment. I would love to hear your thoughts, and maybe it might help another person. Remember, Soul Sense Empowerment gives you tools that, when applied consistently, can create meaningful change over time. So don't forget to like, to share this with someone who might need to hear it, your family or your friends, and subscribe for more empowering content. You've got this. In gratitude, bye for now.